Song Hye Kyo breaks silence. What she found in Lee Min-ho that was missing with Song Joong-ki. What could make one of Korea's most beloved actresses finally speak out? What did she truly find in Lee Min-ho that was painfully absent in her high-profile marriage to Song Joong-ki? Whispers have surrounded her for years. But now, the truth is out. Let's dive into the untold story, only here at Red Carpet Revealed. It wasn't a press conference. It wasn't a scheduled interview. It was a quiet corner of a candle-lit rooftop bar in Seoul's upscale Hanam-dong district, a place known for discretion, luxury, and the kind of hushed conversations that never make it to the tabloids. But this time, one did. A single phrase, with Lee Min-ho. "I finally feel safe," was all it took to set the internet ablaze. The night it happened, the date was March 15, 2025. Song Hye Kyo had just wrapped a high-profile fashion event for Chomit, Korea. Dressed in an elegant ivory satin gown, she appeared radiant, calm, and yet, something about her felt different. Observers noted she wasn't in a rush to leave. Later that evening, at an exclusive after-party attended by only a handful of industry insiders, she sat down with longtime friend and stylist Joo Hae-rin on the rooftop of Noir Seoul, a private lounge that sits above the Han River with a panoramic city view, the kind of place where confessions feel cinematic. A hidden mic, intended for a stylist vlog, caught what no one expected. The confession that shook K-drama nation. "I used to think love was supposed to feel like a storm," Song said, sipping a glass of vintage white wine. "But with Min-ho, it feels like coming home." The room went still. Joo Hae-rin leaned in, whispering, "More than with him?" And that's when it happened. Song Hye Kyo looked up, eyes gleaming with honesty, and perhaps a hint of regret. "With Joong-ki," she said softly, "I was always performing, like I had to deserve his love. But Min-ho, he just sees me. I don't have to try." It was the first time, ever, that she publicly acknowledged the emotional void she experienced during her short-lived marriage to fellow actor Song Joong-ki. A love that was never quite real? Let's rewind. Song Hye Kyo and Song Joong-ki were once the golden couple of K-dramas, their chemistry in Descendants of the Sun spilled off-screen, culminating in a highly publicized wedding in 2017. Fans were obsessed. The media couldn't get enough. But barely 2 years later, their fairy tale crumbled. Rumors of emotional distance, incompatible schedules, and subtle power plays plagued the marriage. Publicly, they remained tight-lipped. Privately, insiders reported that Hye Kyo was often exhausted, emotionally and mentally, trying to maintain the image of Korea's perfect wife. "She was walking on eggshells," said a makeup artist who worked with her during filming for Encounter. "Everything had to be perfect. She couldn't show cracks." By contrast, her recent interactions with Lee Min-ho have been like a breath of fresh air. The Lee Min-ho effect. It started quietly, co-appearances at luxury brand events, a shared photo shoot in Milan, then back-to-back endorsements for the same fashion house. Netizens speculated, agencies denied, but body language doesn't lie. "He makes her laugh, the kind that comes from the gut," one photographer shared after a behind-the-scenes moment in Paris. "She's different with him." Lee Min-ho, known for his calm demeanor and protective nature, has reportedly been a grounding presence in Hye Kyo's life. Friends describe their bond as effortless, equal, and emotionally safe. According to close sources, Min-ho once told her during a late-night phone call, "You don't have to carry the weight of the world. Let me carry some of it with you." Public reaction, shock, support, and speculation. As the clip of Song's rooftop confession leaked online, fans were divided, some in disbelief, others in full support. "She finally spoke her truth," one fan commented on Twitter. "I always felt something was off during her marriage with Joong-ki," another wrote. Meanwhile, loyal supporters of Song Joong-ki flooded forums demanding privacy and respect for past relationships. But the truth was out, and it wasn't going back in. The confession, caught unexpectedly by a background mic at a fashion after-party in Seoul, wasn't just picked up by Korean media. It erupted across international headlines with stunning speed. From New York to Tokyo, London to Beijing, Media outlets raced to dissect her words, her tone, and the deep implications behind her emotional admission. The New York Times headlined it, "K-drama queen speaks. Song Hye Kyo finds new light with Lee Min-ho." The Guardian declared, "From fairy tale to fallout, Hallyu's most iconic love triangle. These weren't ordinary celebrity news pieces. They carried the weight of a cultural reckoning, of a woman once confined in a picture-perfect image finally shattering it with truth." Online, the reactions came flooding in. In South Korea, public opinion was split. Some applauded her for finally speaking out, calling her brave, honest, and human. At last, she spoke her truth. "We only saw the wedding photos. We never saw her tears," one user wrote on Naver. Others, however, expressed discomfort at the timing, worrying about the impact on Song Joong-ki, who has kept a low profile since their divorce. But what about Song Joong-ki? Why now? He deserves his peace too. A commenter from Busan posted. In China, where both Song Hye Kyo and Lee Min-ho enjoy a vast, loyal fanbase, the confession was met with overwhelming support. "She's finally happy," wrote one Weibo user. Another added, "Lee Min-ho truly deserves her trust. We could all see it coming." Chinese social media quickly filled with emotional montages, comparing her expressions during her marriage with Song Joong-ki to her recent appearances with Lee Min-ho, noting a visible change in her aura, posture, and smile. In Japan, the reaction was quieter but no less heartfelt. Fans expressed gratitude that she had found a place of peace. "I'm glad Song Hye Kyo has found a place where she feels safe." One fan posted on a Japanese drama forum, "When she's with Lee Min-ho, she smiles more," another user observed. Meanwhile, in the West, the story hit differently. Western fans, many of whom romanticized the Song couple after Descendants of the Sun, initially expressed shock. But as her full confession spread, the tone shifted. "This is more than a love story. It's a woman reclaiming her emotional space," a Twitter user from New York posted. Others viewed it through a feminist lens, praising Song Hye Kyo for shedding light on the emotional labor women often perform in relationships. Even in the public eye, Lee Min-ho walked in, and suddenly she didn't have to shrink herself anymore, one Los Angeles-based fan wrote. Analysts quickly began weighing in. Professor Kim Yeon-ji, a media and gender studies expert at Korea University, stated, "Song Hye Kyo's confession touched on something universal: the quiet suffering behind glamorous relationships." Her words gave voice to millions. It wasn't just about romance anymore. It was about the cost of silence, the loneliness within the spotlight, and the power of emotional safety. The ripple effects were immediate. Entertainment agencies began re-evaluating casting decisions. Netflix Korea paused discussions involving a joint series starring Song Hye Kyo and a male lead from her past, citing fanbase dynamics and international attention. Luxury brands, on the other hand, leaned in. Her endorsements surged as companies saw in her a new image, not just beauty, but authenticity, transformation, and strength. Neither Lee Min-ho nor Song Joong-ki has released a public statement. Lee Min-ho, true to form, remained quiet, appearing briefly at Incheon Airport 2 days later, offering only a polite nod to reporters before disappearing behind tinted glass doors. Song Joong-ki has not been seen in public since the story broke.